Miss DG. 2 secs, boys. Let me quickly just get this link sent in. Just get the link sent in, boys, and then we'll get onto all the charts and everything. Yeah, 2 secs, boys. Two six. Oh, sweet. What are you saying? Everyone on TikTok, what are we saying? Fucking hell, come on. Jesus. It's there anyway. Alright. Thoughts on EUG? Alright, let's get into everything now then. Appreciate the likes, mate. Turn the phase, come on. What we saying, boys? Alright. What we saying, everyone? Morning Blue Sky, morning Nitbag, morning Ralph, morning Ronald. Thoughts on GU? Yeah, we'll get into GU. Missed EG, morning Mehmet. Missed EG, fair play. Morning your dad. Morning Jim. Morning Russ, morning Ben. Calls. I think you need an upgrade, bro. We seeing Nitbag, Thanos, morning mate. Yeah, I mean, my bias is pretty bearish, to be fair. But today's really not an optimal day. Really not an optimal day. It's not an optimal day at all. Like probably one of the least optimal days I've seen in a very, very long while. So the main problem is we want it to go down, to then move up, to then move down, which it's just too much for us. Because then we've got to sell knowing that there's a buy next, or buy and knowing there's a sell next. It's just not good at all. So my best advice would be fucking cautious today. Be very cautious today. Be very cautious today. I mean, I am still bearish, but there's just not really much going on, to be fair. Let me get rid of this indicator because I don't actually think this is helping. I'm lagging a hell of a lot. See the comments. What are you saying? If you're on TikTok, boys, double tap the screen. Is it even uploaded on Insta? 'Cause it never does it? It just never does. Okay, whatever. You know what, boys? You know what I'm gonna do? I feel like I want to come off this and actually go live on a good account. Because this account is terrible. This TikTok account is terrible. Well, it's genuinely terrible. There's fucking 5 people on here. My lagging. Nasty consolidation, London Open. Yeah, trust me, bro. Trust me. You're lagging. Morning Shane. Morning Mohammed. Morning Piotr. EU choppy, EG cooked, and GU, I don't know. GU choppy, I mean GU longs. Yeah, GU's just... Longs are probably the best for now. But yeah, GU, man, it's really not optimal. Morning Mags, how you doing, brother? How you doing, mate? Yeah, it's just really not optimal, boys. I'll be honest, it's just really not. There's nothing. Yeah, I mean, I wanna try and find positions for you, man, but it's just there's just nothing really to get in on that's worth it right now. Something may come, something may form a bit later, but right now there's really not much. I was in GU shorts. I was like 6k up, and then it come back to stop loss. So I'm done really today. I'm not done today, but I doubt there'll be any positions really. We feel disimbalanced here. I mean, there's good reasons for longs. There is good reasons for longs, but just higher time frame's just not really there. I'm gonna get rid of this. To be fair, I do think this 4-hour CRT is gonna play though, so I don't actually want to get rid of it. Yeah, I mean, we're just trading between right now. We're just trading between things, which is why we're consolidating. But we have filled this now, so let's see where we can go. Should be go time now. You should actually fucking do something now. I'm not gonna lie. It does look like EG's. You know, I'm gonna get rid of this CRT because I do think, based on what we've seen, we're probably gonna come higher. Took EG shorts, entry was 3-minute IFE, GTP was Asia low. EU ranging, 4 bumps, and tops on bottoms. Yeah, trust, damn loud, pissed, trust me. Morning Trizzy, me too, Lou G, stopped me out. Yeah, it's unlucky, bro, it was unlucky. What time did you take the trade? About 7, something like that. 7:30, 7:15. Economic news calendar today looks lame, yeah, trust me. In GU sells, yeah, you're going to get cooked most likely. Yeah, it's just really not a good market right now, man. Really not the best. I mean, we're trading up, we are bullish. But I want to see us come down and fill this fair value gap, really. But it looks like that's not going to happen. We are just going to continue to the upside after filling the imbalance. So yeah, let's get rid of this CRT because that's obviously not going to play. The higher time frame CRT is the one that's going to play out. Yeah, obviously that's the move there. Finally a bit of movement, trust me, man. Had a little 3.5 RR move on EU just now, lasted only 5 mins. I set the trade, walked away from my computer for a minute. When I come back, I realised I didn't set the same trade as yet, bro. Oh wow, that's so annoying. That's actually so jarring. At least we're getting a bit of movement now. Alright, cool. We've got a man on this TikTok as well, 65 man in here. What are we saying on TikTok? If you're here on TikTok, boys, double tap the screen. Let's get 1k likes in here. Yeah, who's in EU and GU longs? Let me know if you are. Let me know if you did get in. I know some people was having this move here. The 6 pip stop. And the TP at the high. So I think a lot of people probably out by now. You can definitely aim for higher though. You could definitely aim for up here. For sure. For that higher time frame CRT. Could definitely aim for that. Yeah, GU's actually pushed up now. Again, GU's similar, but GU just doesn't have that higher time frame. Yeah, it's really... I'm going to delete this off as well because I just think there's too much on my chart right now. Could be an AMD model on EU, yeah, potentially. Yeah, I got BE by there. Yeah, it was annoying, man. It was annoying. GU was running nicely and then boom, TP hit, GG, TP hit, lovely. I'm up 4%, lovely. TP hit, TP. Bare people hitting TP right now, which is nice. Big up to everyone in the chat who's hitting TP. Yeah, obviously your most sensible bet would be to get out of this Asia high. So I think majority of people are done now. A majority of people are out at this point here. Which is obviously the Asia high. And then obviously on GU, people's going to be out already. Yeah, GU's probably would have been a little bit better of a RR. Let me have a look. Be about the same stop loss. Maybe a pip more. And then, yeah, TP on the high. Yeah, so you boys would have TP'd that now just about as well, which is nice. Nice. Yeah, nice. So have a look at EG as well. Yeah, in GU swing from down yesterday, GU longs W. Yeah, a lot of people winning these GU longs, which is nice. EG's a weird one. It's a very weird one. We're just having consolidation. We haven't really made it past this fair value gap either. We're in this hourly fair value. We can't close above. We can't close below. We're just seeing manipulation of the purest form, really. But yeah, if you did get into that, then fair play. I think it was I mean, yeah, Asia liquidity is just coming through today, man. To be fair, from what I'm noticing, Asia liquidity is just absolutely cooking today. Yeah, I personally didn't take anything. I've already had 2 trades already. I had a trade yesterday and a trade this morning. So I had a daily troper move this morning, which was like 3% up, and then come back to stop loss. So that was calm. And then I had one yesterday which hit TP for 2.5 RR. So about 1.5 RR up for the week. So I'm not really trying to jump in anything else, but we're definitely seeing these Asia liquidity trades come through, man. Definitely seeing it. And get rid of this as well, because this is annoying me. Yeah, it's a really awkward one, because you can see what's going on. We've just had this consolidation around this fair value. It does look now we've taken both sides that we are actually going to go up and fully retrace, which is a bit better to see, to be fair. I can't trade right now, my account's being migrated. Oh, that's annoying, bro. It does happen though, to be fair. I'd definitely be swinging. Yo, do you think Amazon FBA is better than trading? Nah, bro, definitely not. Yeah, I got BE by there, fair play. Could be an AMD model on EU. Yeah, chat, today's not the best day, I'm not gonna lie. Really not. I don't want to just give you lots of shit positions for the sake of it. Do you know what I mean? We are seeing daily CRT on EG, so we could see more continuations to the upside though. I kind of want to get rid of this, but I mean, it's significant. We just can't get past this 1 hour. This 1 hour imbalance. I'll make it a different colour and get rid of this. I want to stop some of this lag. Alright, so now if we look what EG is doing, let's look for entries on EU, because we could still potentially have them on EU. That's the only one really. Sorry, EG. GU and EU's ran. So we're seeing the age liquidity. We'll go over it quickly. I'll show you what we're seeing. So let's firstly draw this on. Taking that high. Oh, and we've taken the Asia low. I don't know why I'm lagging right now. I really don't know why. Okay, that is probably why I've got better tabs open. 2 secs. Just cover this quickly. 2 secs, boys. Let me shut all these fucking old pages. Right, that's calm. But what one's the actual real YouTube chat? Okay. Oh, trade, have you been laggy all week? Alright, so it's not me. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Oh, cool. Cool. Right, let me actually turn on the let me turn on this one. Alright, yeah, so let's look at EG now. EG could definitely have possibilities to go higher. Taking the Asia high out, taking the Asia low out. We just want to close above this imbalance as well. We've got 11 minutes left of the candle, so we want to see it again close above this line here that we're seeing, this imbalance. We want it to close above because that's going to be a decent bit of price action disrespected. But even still, man, EG's hard to read because the order flow just doesn't move as clean as EU and GU. Like EU and GU, you can look at and say, okay, like we've mitigated this, like we've mitigated a fair value gap here, for example, or we've disrespected one here and we've retapped. There's normally, like, you can see exactly what's going on. With EG, because it's so much smaller and it's just such an more unserious pair, it tends to just move randomly, and not randomly, but it tends to just move based on the the daily true open and liquidity points rather than necessarily filling these imbalances massively well. So I feel like we've filled this and started to move up now. But do you know what I mean? There's not really anywhere else here you can look to get in. I mean, you got this order block here, so maybe some people's gonna get in at this order block for those higher time frame buyers. Maybe that's what we'll see. Maybe that is what we'll see. So I suppose let's have a look. Could you really get in longs from there? So if you did get in longs from there, you can have your stop loss in here, which is 3 pips, which is really tight on EG. I'm pretty confident that we will come all the way up to this high here. But again, you don't want to overly risk. So I'm going to more be aiming for this high here. I'll be more aiming for this high. So I'll be more looking for something like that, to be fair, on EG. It's just very wiki too. Yeah, trust me, it is bare wiki. Yeah, lovely. If you hit TP on EU, boys, let me actually send a message into the Discord. Actually, I'm just not going to do that because it's going to lag me out. I'm going to do it on my phone. 2 secs, chat. Yeah, if you made money on GU, I'm going to send something in the profits now. New Apple updates, so bad, bro. So bad. So you put that back in. Yeah, I mean that's the only real EG position that could potentially be decent, but a bit of a makeshift one. Finally, after weeks of bare break evens, fair play. TP, yeah, and GU swing from yesterday to prior week high. GU longs W, nice. Was entries on a 1 minute time frame. GU currently 1 hour order block. Yep. Yeah, I mean we're kind of above it now, that order block, I'm not gonna lie. That one from over here, we're probably gonna extend over and above it. I'll show you the level if you're on. So it's gonna be these order blocks here. We've gone past this now, so we have taken out the high. So we've actually had a change of character on the higher time frame. We've just had that London extension, man. We had that bullish extension. And yeah, it should continue, man. We should see more strength just pushing us up to there. Just pushing us up. Can I still get on GU? I won't be getting on GU right now, man. Because it's not really a higher time frame level. When you boys going back to Thailand, probably some point in the summer, bro, towards the end of summer or midsummer. What's your win rate on signals? I couldn't tell you the win rate, probably about 40%. But the RR is a lot better than every other group out there. Shit, I better send this one in. Are you in the EG trade? Nah, bro. I'm not in this EG. Don't really see much point in getting into it right now, to be fair. For me personally, I mean everyone's different. You may be like you might have just won a trade this morning or something, so you got a bit more to play around with. But for me, it's just not worth it. It's not worth taking. Okay, the Discord app is broken, of course. Okay, not what I wanted to do either. Reload onto Discord. Yeah, sorry boys, I'm trying to send in the trade, but Discord's just not working. So yeah, I'm trying my hardest here. Everyone on TikTok, boys, let me know what we're looking at, if we're still in any trades or if we're all out right now. Yeah, let me know. Let me go to goodness, the flowers. Euro GBP. Yes, Lyle, mate, for Optimal to fix servers. Yeah, you missed a good day of trading today, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, they're sending in, they're sending logins now, people getting their logins and stuff. So yeah, it all should be sweet. EG about to close 1 hour. Yeah, we want to see how it closes, man. We got a fair bit of time. We got 6 minutes left of this candle close, and we just want it to close above this imbalance here. I'll show you that imbalance there. We just want it to close above that to confirm to us, because obviously right now in this bearish market we should be taking out lows, right? So we should be coming for this low next. Should really be, obviously, so we've got high, low, high, low, and we really should be filling that and then completing that leg down, right, to take out the low of this and obviously this one as well. But it's looking like right now that we're going to disrespect that, because if we close above the fair value gap, it tells us that we're going to go from targeting sell side to now targeting that buy side liquidity, and we're going to see more retracements. So that's what I'm mainly looking to happen on EG. I'm seeing sales, man, I can't lie. Bullish order block on a weekly. What pair's that for, Hader? Oh, yeah, been a great week so far. Trust me, bro. I'm bearish, bro. Fair play. Fair play. Let me see what the chat's saying. Yo, bro, could you give an explanation of why the DTO is important? Yeah, I mean, if you're in the mental shit, I mean, boys, you need to be getting in the mental shit for this. I'll be honest. Like, if you're not getting in the mentorship at this point, it's just stupidness. It's just stupidness. So the daily draw open, why it's so important. So basically the daily draw open is a reference point. So if we turn on this, right, the daily draw open. So it's a reference point for price. So this line here that you can see there, I'll draw it out again. What we mean by a reference point is basically that the market is run by algorithms, right? The market isn't run by manual traders, people like us, placing trades, placing buys, placing sells. The market is run by algorithms that use, obviously, data, all the data they can, in order to buy and sell the market at many different intervals throughout the day. So let's basically show you what that means. Is if an algorithm wants to get in at a cheap price, what is cheap? Cheap doesn't mean anything, right? Cheap is it mathematically isn't like a correct word. Do you remember? I don't know if you man remember this from in school when you do maths, but there was that question, and it would be like they'd do like a survey, and then one of the answers to the survey would be like, would you consider, I don't know, would you consider 2 meals a day to be, or would you consider £10 for a sandwich to be cheap or expensive? And I remember they used to tell you, what is the problem with this questionnaire? Like, why wouldn't it work? and then then the answer is always because the word cheap, is it cheap or is it expensive? It doesn't mean anything. It's got no real meaning. It just depends on you. Like one person's cheap is another person's stupidly expensive, and vice versa. Like the word cheap and expensive has no actual meaning. Obviously it does to us as humans, but to a robot, when you're trying to input data, it doesn't mean nothing. So it needs a reference point. It needs to teach it what is cheap, what is expensive. So the only real way to see if something's cheap and expensive, like actually cheap or expensive, is to compare what it was previously, right? So, for example, house prices now. People say house prices are so dear because back in the day they was cheaper, right? So if we say that is the same for trading, how these algorithms work is their reference point is the DTO, so that's 5 a.m. start of Q2 basically. And that is basically the starting price of the day. So it basically means it's the starting price of the day. So if the starting price of the day is, you can't see, but it says on the right there, 0.84121, then that's going to be programmed into the algorithm, and the algorithm's going to think that anything less than that is cheap, and anything more than that is expensive. Because it makes sense. What else is it going to go off? Like, what else is it going to be able to go off of? You can't tell. You can't input emotion into a robot, into an algorithm. It just goes off numbers, obviously, like I said. So, and this plays out time and time again. If you look at all the best buyers and all the best sells, they will always be above and below the daily true open. And I guarantee you that. There'll maybe be one trade in every 100 trades that goes against that rule. But if you don't know about the daily true open, boys, and you watch my content, and you're not in the mentorship, you're not going to make it. Honestly, you're not going to make it. Because I talk about this shit every day. It's so important. It's so important. And you can learn everything about it and all the strategies around it. But if you don't want to do that for yourself, you don't want to do that. But look for yourself. All the best sells and all the best buyers will accept this daily true open theory. So this is our line. So as soon as that 5 a.m, we draw on our line. And this is now our reference point, right? So anything below we want to buy, anything above we want to sell. So now let's go through and test the theory that all the best buyers are below, all the best sells are above. So let's look at the lines, all right? Let's look at the buyers, right? So this is obviously a really good buy. And this is a really good buy. Were there any other really good buys? Not really, right? And now let's look at the best sell. We obviously had this sell here, so there. We had this sell there. Nice one. You had a re-entry on that there, which was nice as well. I suppose you had a re-entry on a buy here. You could have got him. So let's see. We've got 3 sells and 3 buys. All 3 of our best buys are below the daily true open. All 3 of our best sells are above the daily true open. And I promise you, you can go back in the market. Do this yourself, right? Do this yourself. And I guarantee you, go over 100 trades and at least 90 times it will accept this. Go back over the month, look at the 100 best sells and 100 best buys, and you'll notice that 90% of the time it accepts this daily true open rule. So if you're not trading with this daily true open, or you don't know the theory behind it fully and you don't know the strategy behind it, then it's going to be really challenging to compete with people that do. Because this is a reference point that algorithms are seeing. So if you don't have it on your chart, then you're just not fully locked in. You're not fully seeing everything that's there, you know. So you're looking for it to inverse. Yeah, pretty much, bro. I mean, we got... Okay, did it close above? Yeah, it did, didn't it? Pretty sure it did close above. All right, yeah, we did close above that fair value, which is nice. So really, we could be retapping 50% of it now. So let's draw on the equilibrium. We did close above it. Oh. Now you're getting this. Now you're getting that. I got tapped in from DTO, fair play. And DTO's at 5 PM UK time, right? Yeah, that's correct, bro. The amount of DTO moves on EG the past 2 months has been insane. Yeah, trust me. EG re-entry, key time, subjective. That's it. That's it. sorry, TikTok. By the way, I'm live on YouTube as well, so that's why I'm reading 2 chats at once. But if I missed any of your comments, boys, on TikTok, just say it again, because a lot of you man comment. So, what are you trading on? This is TradingView, brother. Riches, look on the weekly, mate. Bullish order block below. Yeah, no, I know that. I know that. I believe it or not, bro, I've been waiting on this level. I can't lie, boys. I've called, well, not just me in it, but on live and us in the group, we've called EG to absolute perfection. Absolute perfection. We told the boys we were bearish from the top. We've been bearish all the way down, and then obviously we're looking for this bullish order block to be hit, and then we're going to get a reversal. This is the thing about having a higher time frame bias, boys. When you have a higher time frame bias and you use the daily tropen, as I'm trying to explain, it becomes so easy to trade, right? Because you have a direction and you know where the premium entries are going to form. So, for example, here, for me, it doesn't overly matter, right? I'm trading the London session, so I'm not bothered about just getting into sells. As long as it makes sense, I'll get in. But let's say, for example, all you're doing is looking for sells, right? So you'd establish that call, higher time frame looking for sells, and you know, obviously, based on what we teach you, to only be selling or only be looking for sells above the daily tropen. And look how much that narrows it down for you. So then, when we go, get rid of this quickly, this is kind of annoying. All right, so when we look now, and we go on the, let's go on the 5 minute, right? So actually, let's go on the 1 minute. So this is where London opened, right? So London opened here. Right, 7 AM, this is here. So if we look at what happened, boys, and we look at what we're saying, okay, that's nice, that's running nicely. And we looked at what we're saying, where are all the good sells in this, right? So cool. Your bias is sells, as we said, and now literally all it's a case of doing is waiting until the Asia high is taken. Yeah. And are we above the daily tropen? Yep, cool. So we're above the daily tropen, so we're looking for sells. That goes without saying, right? The daily tropen's here, and we're only looking for sells above. We've already established we're looking for sells. We're only looking at sells above. So all we do, very, very simple, boys. Our strategy, I mean, it's the same thing time and time again. So what we do, we wait for the Asia high to be swept, which it was swept there, and then we wait for some form of confirmation, so either an inversion or a change of character or momentum to flip, something like that, which obviously it did here, as you can see, with that change of character there. And then we just mark out an order block or a fair value gap to enter off of. So it's as simple as that. It's literally 3 steps. You've got your Asia high swept, change of character, order block. And obviously, that the only reason you can catch a trade that's that simple and that easy is because obviously initially you established higher time frame, you want to look at sells. And then we know, because of the daily tropen, 90% of the time, the best sells are going to come from above that. So you've only got this area of price action to choose from, whereas most people will be looking at this whole thing, trying to pick an area where to sell or buy. We know with the daily tropen how much easier it makes it. So, yeah, man, if you don't know about the daily tropen, boys, get to fucking know. Get to know. Trust me, get to know. Anyway, this one's tapped in, so let's see how this plays out. Is this already... Nice. This one was sent into the signals, boys. That was what I was doing earlier when Discord was wigging out, but we did get there in the end. And whew, that was fast. That was fast for real. Alright, cool. Give me 2 secs, boys. 2 secs, boys. TikTok, I'm seeing you. I'm just updating my Discord, boys, with this trade. Just letting them know what's going on. How much RR are we up right now? 2 RR, cool. Oh, fuck me. That helps me out a bit more. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. That was nice, man. We sent this into the signals as well, so I'm very, very happy with that. Very, very happy with this. Okay then. Jesus. Jesus. Oof. I keep trying to save it. Oh my god. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that, boys. Oh my. Shit. That was crazy, bro. I was literally just about to update the Discord to say, boys, we're running 2R up. Like, think about taking partials and stuff like that, closing your position, securing some profit. Whew. It's crazy. What RR is that? 3.8. Lovely, boys. Hang on, let me read the chat in just a sec. That was banging though. That was banging, banging, banging. Give me a sec, man. Give me a sec. Bro, that was brazy. Detail with Powder, you mad? Let's go. Come on, boys. Let's get W in the chat, man. Let's get some W's in the let's get some W's in the chatty chat. My T being on hit. I'm about to drop another text in the Discord as well. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Alright, sorry chat. I'm reading YouTube now. What do you use to find entry? I'll go do a breakdown of the entry in 2 secs, bro. GMD, morning, bro. Morning, GMD. How you doing, mate? Details 5 AM, yeah, bro. Midnight open is more powerful. You still need context. Can't just buy because price is below DTO. I'm bearish, Riches. Yo, you're bearish. Oh, funny. Don't give me tips. Say you're bearish, then price pings to my TP. Yeah. By the way, Hayder, you said about midnight open. I'm only joking, by the way. But yeah, you said about midnight open. That is midnight open, but it's midnight open for New York. So New York's 5 hours behind us. So 5 AM in London is 12 o'clock in New York. New York. Lou, bro, I got sent the Optimal account, but no part. Yeah, bro, I texted him about that. I'm waiting for it. I think he has replied in it. After this live, I'll send you what he said. What pair is that, bro? This is EG, bro. It says over here. Have you entered this trade? Well, the members got it sent into the signals, boys. So recently in the signals, what we've done, so I send signals, and there's a few other people that do as well. But people have been saying like they seeing me enter trades on live. So what they would like in the signals is any trades that I'm looking at or taking on live, just send it into them with the TP and SL and stuff like that, so they can get in nicely. But yeah, it was nice. It was really nice. Let's go though, man. That was an efficient trade, bro. Look at that. That's probably one of the most efficient trades I've hit, man. That was... And as I said, boys, I do want price to come even higher than that. But yeah, I do want price to come higher than that, but this high here is just a good level. Because, yeah, as we always say, even a 4-to-1 is quite a lot. And an 8-to-1, that's even brazier. Like, well, this is a 10-to-1 at that high, so... Bro, I'm so gassed. Well, what happened, bro? What happened? Have you, Wait, 2 seconds. Wait, no one comment. Wait, I'm trying to screenshot this chat, bro. Alright, sweet. You can type now. I want EU buyers. Buyers, have you entered, bro? Up 9 RR on EU. Lovely. Those of you that are holding that volume for... Yeah, London session volume's been beautiful. Trust me, Nick Tam. We are on lift off. That volume, man, it's nice. Trust me, TikToker. Lift off. Trust me. Where's GU? What's EU GU? That's Euro GBP and... No, Euro USD and GBP USD. Do you always use Midnight Open? Yeah, daily Tropen, bro, you do. Have you closed now? Yeah, bro, that was the TP. Has been hit. TP has been hit. EG signals January 13th, RR Feb 17.8 RR. Lovely. Let's go. Had a mare on GU. Closed early on GU and then it flew to TP. Yeah, that's why you shouldn't close early, bro. Just let it hit TP or let it hit SL. Well, either one it wants to do, man. You just got to let it happen. You're never going to be able to just totally avoid it, so... Yeah, that was a clean trade, man. That was clean. I haven't had that problem in so long where a trade hits DP too quick. Not too quick, but I was trying to tell the Discord, like, be taking partials or something, like here. And then before I could even send a message in, we run the other 50%. Lovely though, boys. Is it your chart? Why does or stream lag like 20 seconds? But it's just because it's a YouTube stream, bro. Yeah, I think it's the stream, Jesus. Yeah, it's just the Yeah, let's go. Yeah, Sesame. Appreciate that, brother. Yeah, boys, lovely trade there. Well, I'm going to send another message into the Discord so you can reply with that with profits, boys. If you've already sent them in, then let me quickly go over here. Let me go to profits. Keep on cooking. Keep on cooking. Mate, I really want to put some songs on, but I just bare can't because it just... To be fair, I really can because it demonetizes the stream and I don't earn money from the stream anyway. So I mean, I could. I just don't want to risk my account my YouTube getting taken down. I want to follow all rules on YouTube, bro, because YouTube's actually a bare good platform and the rules are actually like decent in it. It's not like bare unreasonable either. Yeah, boys, TikTok. Any other page you want me to look at? Let me know. Let's go. Right, let me send in. Right, boys. 2 secs. I'm just putting another text in the Discord, boys. Make sure you're in the Discord, man, so you can see all these stuff I'm doing. Yeah, a really annoying thing about Discord I've noticed as well is that it doesn't have the proper diamond. Okay, there it is. What's your bias on the dollar? What do you think about EU? Cool. So a lot of people's trading EU. Yeah, boys, I'm affiliated with ACG. So if you want to buy an account, listen, boys, if you buy an account with ACG today using code RICHES, you're not only going to get, you're going to get 15% off, but I'm going to also give you free access to the signals or the mentorship, whichever one you want, for 1 week. So you're going to get 15% off. Plus, if you use my code on futures, if you use my code RICHES on funded futures, they're doing a 30% off. So you may get at that 30% off, code RICHES, or On normal prop firms, 15% off, code RECHESS. Make sure you're using that, boys. Did you catch that, bro? Yeah, man, it was sent into the signals. Give me 1 sec, bro, and I'll show you. Yeah, boys, I'm just about to drop a text in the Discord and everyone reply to it with your profits if you can, if you got into that EG. Alright, sweet. I just sent in the text. Yeah, boys. Members already eaten this morning, though, I can't lie. Actually, wait, let me send in 2 more. Let me send in a screenshot quick. Sorry, boys. Sorry, chat. Yeah, I'm going to get on to EU and GU because I know a lot of people are looking for it, looking at it. Where are my screenshots, bro? Oh. Yeah, my pictures are brazy because of the Kahoot quizzes. Give me a second, we'll look at these other pairs. Multitasking right now. Yeah, moving to the upside heavily though, man. Heavily. Wait, hang on, wait. Don't send profits yet. Don't send profits. Wait. Wait. Let me send my. This is painful. This is painful. This is painful. Wait, you lot. Trizzy. I'm gonna delete your text quickly, just so my texts are the same. Comment it again. Comment it again, my G. Kind of funny how I first found this guy and he was already in a winner. Come on, Atomic, bro. You found the right group, man. You found the right group, finally. Yeah, boys, tap live and share. Bro, I'm so gassed. Yeah, Cools, did you, bro? That EG trade was crazy. Yeah, trust me. But I know that's made a lot of man's mornings like a lot better in the space of 15 minutes. Breaking news was Trump dropping sanctions on Syria. Okay, what that caused. Oh, Trump's talking now in Saudi. Boys, I'm not gonna lie. I bare rate the geezer that owns not the geezer that owns it. That Prince bin Salman, he's actually a clever bloke, man. You get a lot of these princes are just idiots, but he's actually, I rate that guy. Give me money. No, I'm joking. He's actually like thinking forward, bro. He's actually kind of certy. And this is the thing, bro. Like, as much as like Trump loves saying this, like he's the most powerful man in the world and stuff like that, he's just really not. You know what I mean? Like, he obviously is currently right now. The volume was Trump talking. Yeah, lovely. It's funny how it was bearish though, and it's the he announced Syrian sanctions. Yeah. But yeah, the thing is with Trump, he says he's the most like powerful man in the world. But that bin Salman's sitting there knowing he's gonna have control of Saudi's wealth for the next 50, 60 years till he dies. Whereas Trump's gone in 3 years, you know what I mean? Or 4 years, and can never come back. So, but yeah, that's why you got to be locked in, man. That's why you got to be locked in what's going on. I am not going to lie, I didn't know Trump was speaking in Saudi right now. It's kind of early for Trump to speak. What is Saudi? Saudi are like a few, because I know from the boxing, Saudi's not that far off us, so that makes sense. But it's like 5 a.m. So, I'm not going to lie, Americans are going to wake up pretty fuming. Pretty fuming for that. He secured them 600 billion. Oh, apparently, bro, he's a savage. The wait, Sesame, what do you mean, bro? You're the GOAT. Appreciate that, Shane. Big up you, Shane, as well. Bro, that EG trade made my day. Thanks so much, Lou. No worries, brother. Muzz is asking for EG. No worries. Yeah, boys, let me know what pairs again. Sorry, I missed a few comments. Someone said Bin Salman's a sellout. I wouldn't say he's a sellout. Euro USD and USD JPY. Yeah, a few people saying USD JPY. So let's have a look at it. I'm assuming it's got some nice volume because of the Trump, Donald Trump. Oh no! Don't tell me. Don't tell. No, wait. Sorry, I've just got to check GU to make sure with GJ to make sure we're not cooking this hard. Surely we're not cooking this hard. All right, no, we was minorly nerfed. We was nerfed a tiny bit. All right, we called this entire leg up, the entire leg. Like you can go back on my streams and watch my GJ analysis. This is like 1,000. Wait, it's not 1,000, like 100 pips, but wait, is it? Okay, 500 pips, like 500 pips to the upside. Called this level here, all the re-entries. We absolutely cooked the toss out of GJ. But recently, obviously, the last 2 days, we'd have liked to see a bit of a sell-off, and we did have 2 days of bullishness. So that's fine. 1 day wrong and about 10 days right. So fair play. I'll hold that to the face, but it's kind of good because I was thinking like, damn, I can't be this good at trading. No, I'm joking. Joking, guys. Calm down. Come on, EG push. You still in, L Slappo? You didn't get taken out, did you? Yeah, that geezer that said Bin Salman's a sellout. You just don't really understand how the world works. You're the type of guy that would say that, but the king of Saudi the king of Dubai is a brilliant man. You literally can't think that the king of, or whatever he is, the king of Dubai or the king of the UAE, sorry, is a really good, clever, successful man, and Bin Salman isn't. Bin Salman is just gonna make Dubai times 100. Like that's all that's going on here. If you don't know the Saudi law, basically it's the same as Dubai. Like Dubai realised a fair long time ago that you can't like indefinitely sustain your opinion on sustain your economy on a resource that will run out or be replaced. Obviously oil, right? So he thought, right, cool. So Dubai or the UAE, we need to build something that attracts investment and attracts foreign investment mainly, other than just oil wealth, right? So there you go. They're all sellouts. Well, yeah, depends what you would class as a sellout. The thing is, bro, like, yeah, I mean, Keems, I get what you're saying. You're probably, well, you might be Muslim in it, so you probably just don't like him off that aspect. Because I know a lot of people see he's a bit un-Islamic and stuff, but you've also got to look at it with a level head and look at it, right? Saudi is a huge, massive economy, right? An absolute superpower, not a superpower, but an massive power of an economy, right? They're good friends with America, very, very good friends with America. Only reason they're good friends with America is because they've got oil, right? The reason they're good friends with Russia is because they've got oil. Only reason why Saudi's good friends with anyone is because they've got oil, right? Their economy doesn't do nothing. There's nothing special about them, you know what I mean? Other than the fact they've got the most oil. So you can't go from being an economy with that strong of an economy, but you take away your oil, or someone tomorrow invents a replacement for oil or whatever, and suddenly your economy literally ceases to exist. Like 90% of your economy ceases to exist. And can you imagine that in America? Imagine America going from 100% of what it is now, and the economy shrinks down to the size of like 10% of what it is now. Do you know how many people in America would literally starve to death? All this stuff. This is real life stuff that happens if you don't manage an economy correctly. And that will happen to Saudi. It's not it might, it will. Like oil doesn't grow. You know what I mean? It runs out. It will run out eventually. So he's obviously aware, same as the geezer of Dubai, that we eventually need to have something else other than just oil wealth. And the best way to do that, as we said, is a tourist economy, man. It's just a tourist economy, which is what he's doing. Why do you really think he cares about boxing? No, he doesn't give a toss about boxing. Do you think he cares about football? No, he doesn't care about football. Do you think he cares about golf? No, he doesn't care. Do you think he cares about the snooker. No, all these things he doesn't care about. He's creating a new image for Saudi, right? Saudi's known in the media as quite obviously back in the day, especially about 5-10 years ago. The only thing Saudi's really known for is oil and no women's rights. Like that's what it's always in the Western media for. He thought, right, this can't happen. If we want to become a country where people actually go on holiday and X, Y, Z, this can't happen. So we need to be in the news for other things, which is why you've got obviously the World Cup is agreed in Saudi. And then you've got the obviously all these different things they're building, that line thing, Neom. You've got they've obviously had all the boxing fights on. They've got all the football now. So now when you Google Saudi, it's not just women's rights and oil. You know what I mean? There's other stuff to it. But that's basically what it is. He has to be proactive about his country, man. Because if he's not, then what's going to happen when oil goes like that and it's no longer profitable and it shrinks? You know what I mean, bro? Let's talk about trade dead that cuzzy. No, yeah, and I'm speaking to YouTube, bro, so my YouTubes are commenting in it. Euro USD and USD JPY. What do you think about Euro JPY? Alright, let's first do USD JPY, then we'll do Euro JPY. I'm going to do a full breakdown. So you, man, load up on your comments, because I'll read the comments after, but I'm going to do UJ and GJ, and then we're going to see what's going on. We're going to see what's the best to trade. So everyone... let me quickly read my YouTube. He's trying to make Saudi Westerner. Okay, I'll get to these comments after. So first of all, simplest thing you can do, boys, on pairs, and this is so important, boys, if you're listening, really, really is important, this, because this is how you're going to read daily bias wrong, right? Let me show you how a noob trader would read daily bias versus how, not a pro trader, but fuck it, a pro trader would read daily bias. So, noob trader would read it like this is any old chart, like this is a 10-minute chart or a 15-minute chart, and they go, right, we've had a breaker structure here, we've got an imbalance here, or an order block here, or whatever. So, we've got an imbalance, so we've filled the imbalance, and we want to move down, and then obviously we want to sell to this external low. So most people, or the noob trader, would mark it out like this, right? Now put in the chat if you would have marked this chart out similar to this. Obviously nothing bad if that is what you did, but tell me in the comments, specifically on TikTok, so I know YouTube's a little bit more locked in, but TikTok, let me know if you would have marked out the chart a little bit similar to this, because this is what a noob would do. Nothing wrong with this, chat. Nothing wrong with marking out this. You've done actually the sensible things, but there's just little bits of context that you're missing, which is why you would have done it wrong. But let me know if this is similar to how you would have marked it out. Yeah, I would. I'm seeing sell on GU since last week. Price my POY. Nice, bro. Nice. Yes, I would. Fair play. GJ Long's better to trade. Alright, cool. So the reason why this is sort of wrong is because a lot of you boys are trading on the 15-minute / 5-minute time frame, right? So the only way you should be marking your chart up like this is if you place trades on like the 4-hour or the 2-hour, right? And when I say place trades on the 4-hour, I mean you never go lower into like the 15 to look for confirmations and to look for entries. I mean you literally like would enter on the 4-hour, so you'd enter straight off this with no refinement, right? That would make sense, yeah, to do that. Reason being is because you're looking at too much. How you should actually trade this is, remember, you're looking at how many pip moves each time. My average TP is like, what, between 10 and 30 pips, right? I'm looking at catching 10 and 30 pips. So my lens that I'm looking at, this is way too big. I'm looking at way too much. Look, even here, I marked this out. This is from 11th of March, boys. This is like this is nearly 2 months ago, right? Is it really going to have much significance on a 15 pip trade, something that happened 2 months ago? Probably not. So now this is how a pro trader would analyze it. So tip number 1 is zoom in. Focus on your most recent 5 candles, right? And the reason for that is where the momentum lies. The momentum doesn't lie in this past price action. You can see where the momentum lies. Because remember, the most recent days are going to be related to the most recent news as well. So all the fundamentals that are coming out, and specifically we know fundamentals just come out, right, with that thing, with the Saudi thing. And we can look at, so we look at the last sort of 5-10 candles. What are we seeing? Very bullish, a little bit of hesitation candle, very bullish again, and then 2 kind of retracement candles. But overall, the biggest candles of the last sort of section of price action have all been bullish. So we can see the momentum is very much to the upside. And if we look at the actual range, it's from there to there, right? And we've had a change of character here. So most people would mark out, again, this change of character and then say, all right, we're looking for that. Whereas you want to zoom in, right? You're interested in a lot lower than you're probably marking out. So this is actually what you're interested in. Cool. So now we look at, all right, where's our internal liquidity and where's our external liquidity? And once you've done this, that's all you got to do. So external. Cool. So external is here. Took that high. After we take an external, we come down and move it to internal. So internal liquidity is order blocks or fair value gaps, and external liquidity is highs or lows. Right, so internal being an order block, we want it to come into this order block and then go to external. Once you understand, all price does is go from internal liquidity to external liquidity. It becomes a lot easier for you to see what's going on. And now this is what I will be marking up, and this is what I'll be analysing. So I'm only focusing on the most recent bit of momentum and price action and the range is currently in. And yeah, and you can see here, low, high, and this is our order block. So we basically want us to tap into here and then look for buyers up to here. So this is what I'll be looking at for you, Jay. And then all it is, as I said, we teach our strategy in the Discord, we teach it in the mentorship. So it's very simple Asia liquidity strategy. So you boys will know really exactly how to trade it anyway. I can give you some breakdowns as well if you need. But yeah, that's basically what I'll be looking at that point. And then, yeah, it's just about waiting for your entry to form. So, for example, we've tapped into it now. We want to wait for example, an inversion fair value gap or something like that. So we'll mark out this fair value gap here and wait for it to be inverted. Something like that is what you want to do. But you want to look in a lot closer. So now let's look on Euro JPY and do the same thing. So we've got on the daily time frame. We've got on the daily time frame. What about Euro USD? We'll do Euro USD in a minute, bro. Alright, so cool. So again, we're seeing very similar things. So again, a lot of people, a lot of noob traders, or what you may have previously done, will be looking at it too much. You'll be looking at this, you'll be thinking, right, where's the most recent order block? You might go, okay, we've got this order block from all the way over here, right, which looks like we've tapped into now. So I'm going to be looking for sells, right, down that. That's what a lot of people be saying. Look when this order block is from. 15th of November. Is that going to have any significance to a 15 pip move on the 14th of May? Probably not, right? The very high chance it doesn't. It maybe does, which is why we say, okay, maybe 10-20% of your profits will come from these big reversals. The majority is going to come from continuation. So again, we're going to do what we did last time. We're going to zoom in a lot closer, look at the most recent section of candles, and then look at the internal, external. So let's look at the most recent section of candles. All right, it's these candles here. And even that's a bit broad. I'd even look at these specific candles, right? Because this is the leg. So you can see we've got one big, decent bullish one, a really nice bullish one, bit of hesitation, same as UJ, then another bullish one and another bullish one. So we can see the momentum's definitely with the bulls. And in the last week or two, we can see that the bulls are in control of the market and they're sort of beating the bears hands down, really. So now we're going to mark out, obviously, where are our highs and lows. You've got your low there and you've got your high there, which means our internal and external liquidity. So our external is just highs and lows. That's easy. So external's here. Boom. And then, obviously, our most recent external we've taken is this high. So we've taken that. And then it's the internal. So then you pick out, all right, cool. Now is it a fair value gap or order block? Again, I pick out this order block, and it does correlate with, remember, the UJ one as well. So a lot nicer in that aspect as well. Check 3 hour time frame and that. Right, so yeah, again, I'll be looking for sells down to there and then to buy. So the main thing I'll be waiting for is to price to tap into here and then look for buyers. And obviously we're going to buy to that external high just there. Right, so now we've got pretty similar buyers. We're looking at buyers from that order block up to the high on EJ and UJ. Right, we can see what's going on. Hopefully that makes sense to everyone. Alright, people saying about EG, can we go higher? Let's see how we're doing. We can definitely go higher on EG, but do you want to put yourself at risk for? Do you want to be in while it goes higher? Basically, like you could get out for a nice 4RR. So if you don't want to get out for 4RR, you must be planning a pretty hefty trade. Like I don't know why you wouldn't have got out there at a prior day high. Let me know, boys. Where's everyone else targeting? If we're not targeting there, I'll check 3 hour time frame in a sec. Alright, let me read the comments. You see EG pushing higher. Yeah, I can see it pushing higher, but like I said, I don't think that you necessarily want to be in there. I only trade the S&P. It's a money printer. Fair play, bro. Fair play. Wait, I missed some comments. Can I take longs on GJ today? Yep. He's looking bullish. Just make sure we're at that right point. Make sure we're at that internal liquidity. He's trying to make Saudi westernized and is disrespecting the religion of Islam. Yeah, well, that's your opinion, bro. That's your opinion. A lot of stupid people, not saying you're stupid, but they don't understand how the world works. What would be more disrespectful, right? Do it making a few things in, like disrespecting Islam, cool, whatever. Like, I'm not Muslims. I'm not going to comment on what is disrespecting Islam or not. The things that I know they have done, they've got rid of the religious police. They've started to allow drinking in certain places and gambling in certain places. Well, that's what Dubai's doing as well. Stuff like that. I do sort of hear what you're saying, right? But what is more disrespectful to your religion, right? Or to Islam? Is it by doing that a few changes, not removing the religion, not making it not the main religion, it is the main religion, always will be. Making a few changes to make the country more westernized in order to get tourism? Or would it be worse, or would it be more disrespectful to bear in mind that Saudi is the home of Islam, like, would it be more disrespectful for him to not do just planning in order to make sure that the country survives the next 1,000 years rather than its sellout date, which is now like 50, 60 years time, that oil is sort of not really that important? Would it be more disrespectful to do them little changes, or to not put the planning in place and then pretty much let the country fall and fall and fall, and then by the time maybe he'll die, it'll fall maybe like 10, 20, 30 years after? What's more disrespectful, the making like the inevitable tough changes, or the easy, we'll just let it continue? The world doesn't work that way. You've got to make decisions, and nothing's perfect. If he could have left it the same, he would have left it the same. If he could have kept Saudi the same and never had to worry about oil running out or not being a thing, he would have done that. He doesn't want to make it not Islamic. He just has to, because he knows in order to properly make his country a tourist destination, you just need to do stuff like let you be able to drink. It's just like what you have to do, innit? Like, it may be sad that Westerners can't go on holiday without drinking, but it just is the case. Do you know what I mean? He's a Fortnite player. GJ, better to trade GJ longs. Yeah, I would. YouTube locked in. Nice. Bullish. Never in my life would I trade Forex low. It's just moved by the bank. Same as S&P. Look at the volume profile. It's obvious. Insiders are all already in their positions. Yeah, but that's what makes it easier, bro. That's what a lot of people don't understand about Forex. People think, oh, it's controlled or da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, but you may think that, but there's patterns that we can see. These guys don't wake up in the morning and manipulate the market, whatever you say, and do a different thing every day. They have things that work, right? So let's look at this, for example, manipulation. Asia high and low. One way they manipulate is they use the London session to manipulate. So there's 3 main sessions of the day. Asia session accumulates, moves sideways. London session manipulates, or trick people out, right, and maybe make a false move like that. Then the New York session will have the true move of the day, right? The true big move of the day, like that. So Asia session accumulates, London session manipulates, and New York session distributes. So if we're trading the London session, you're worried about getting manipulated. Why are you worrying about getting manipulated? Why don't you just join that manipulation, right? You can see it happening, so why don't you become a part of it? If you know it's there, then you can trade it, right? And a big, easy way to tell manipulation is the Asia high and low. So I'll show on this indicator, and let me just show you something, which may open your eyes a little bit or change your mind. So you're talking about the manipulation, how it's controlled. Look at this, right? Look at this. High, take 'em. Asia high, take 'em. Asia high liquidity, take 'em. trades down to the London low. This is the manipulation we're talking about. And this is the true move. Price is actually bullied. This is the true move. Like the euro is stronger than the pound right now, which is what this is for. But look at this manipulation. This is the manipulation, and this is what we trade. It's called an Asia liquidity grab. So what we do, wait for the Asia high to be taken, look for confirmation such as a change of character, which happened there, and then pick out an order block for your sell. So this one, for example. So Asia high taken, change your character, order block. Simple as that, right? And you see that's right. So we see that on EG, high, low, manipulation, right? That's the trade we're looking for. Let's have a look at EU. Did we see a similar thing? Yes, we did. And of course, boys, you can trade these over and over again because we'll see the same thing happen time and time again. This is why we love trading London Open. Again, look at the Asia low. Asia low was swept. And then what do we do? Traded straight into the Asia high. Right? Look at GU as well. Did GU do the same? Let's have a look. Let's analyze. Where is the Asia session? Let's let it load in. I believe this is the Asia low there. Right, yeah, so again, Asia low, taken out. What do? Buy up to the Asia high. And that's that manipulation we're trying to catch. So manipulation can be readable. It's the same thing over and over again. I remember I told you about the daily true open. So you know as well, only take buys or sells above or below the daily true open. So you'll know, cool, only buy below here. Wait for the Asia low to get taken. All right, it's been taken. Wait for change of character, and pick an order block. Simple as that. And we can do this for pretty much any pair that we've seen. So, yeah, I would recommend looking into Asia liquidity if you do struggle with manipulation or getting manipulated. Have you entered the... what do you mean, bro? Check GJ. Cool, we'll check GJ. We'll make it bearish. Same way you checked EU. I don't think it will go up, but today GU is climbing and EU, yeah, trust. Let's check GJ because people are asking about it. We are bullish on GJ. I know we've broken that high. Okay, we're going to start on the daily. Let me read the comments quickly. Looking as the flowers. It's more disrespectful to do the changes, to be honest, bro, according to religion. It's just not, though, bro. Dean Trivia talking about Islam or trading Forex. But it's sad to see such a holy place to allow all these activities to place. I get what you're saying from your point of view, but it's still against the religion. Prop firms are halal, bro. Prop firms are halal. Coping. Well, how are we coping? Do your own research, bro. I'm not speaking of manipulation. I'm speaking of money being moved. I don't care. I'm just trying to trade, not listen to your religious opinion. And don't read them, bro. What beef did I miss? This flash miner guy is just attacking for no reason. Imagine I didn't get tapped by EG, but oh, that's fuming, El Slapo. Oh, what? Oh, you didn't get tapped out, you mean, not in? Bro got cooked by spread, I feel you. Stop. If New York session has the biggest move, why don't we trade it? Because it's not as easy to predict. We don't have those Asia highs and Asia low that we can just easily move to. It's a lot more based on news as well. Remember, we have whenever news comes through, it's always in the New York session. The London session just means you can avoid all that bollocks. Like, it's just the most simply moving session. What we normally have, as I said, boys, so how the market moves, you have accumulation, then London session manipulates, and the New York session distributes, right? So we got New York, London, and this is how we move majority of the days, right, for a roll. Right, so why would you want to trade London session rather than New York session? Because this New York session, everyone's competing for this. Everyone's competing for this move. The institutions are competing for this move. The news traders are competing for this move. American traders are competing for this move. European traders are competing for this move. Every single person who's in the financial markets is competing for this news where the red circle is. You know what no one's really doing? No one's really competing for this move here, which means we can get in and out nice and quick. We catch the buy from the Asia low up to the Asia high. We get in and out, and then cool. And then we're out. We're done for the day. We've got the entire rest of the day free to do whatever we want. and everyone else can fight over these and get cooked. And what are they probably going to do? They're probably going to enter off an order block here. Because you don't know, we don't have these highs or lows. They're probably going to enter off an order block here, get stopped out, and then price is going to rally. Because that's what New York session will do. It will cook you. But with a London session, it manipulates. So as long as you know where the manipulation occurs, you can get in before all this bollocks. You know what I mean? What are 5 indicators on your chart? There's not actually anything really on there. It's just Asia session indicator and a watermark. It's our own indicator, bro. The Richess FX one puts just all basically time-based liquidity on your charts. So, Keebs, what would you be saying? What would you be saying if in 50 years' time the country of Saudi is an absolute shitter? What would you be saying? If it's an absolute, if it's terrible, people of Saudi are starving to death by the hundreds of thousands. Their country's probably looking to get invaded by other people. Like, what would you say then? Because I guarantee you'd complain then as well. Like, it's just the lesser of two evils. But people with a lot of people just don't understand the concept of lesser of two evils. They really don't. It's actually frustrating that people don't understand that. Have you took any trades out? We had EG earlier, which was nice. Not crying, mate. You're the one triggered from religion. Alright, cool, boys. Let's just stop talking about religious comments. I was only talking about Saudi. It's not that deep, boys. Yeah, GJ again. I'd want it to come down a little bit, and I'd want it to tap into this order block and then go higher. So, again, this is the order block here. We've got a bit of an opening gap as well, which we'll want to see that get filled. Nice little extra confluence. If we look at CRT as well, we've actually started to sweep out this candle's high. I'm lagging like so badly, like I can barely operate. When you plan to take your next trade, I probably won't have one, bro. We trade from 7 AM to 10 AM, so we're done by 10, bro. We get in nice and early and we get out nice and early. That's how we trade. So we've already all made our money today, and we're pretty much just finalising stuff. But yeah, this is what we'll look at for GJ. So GJ oppositely, I mean, we're still bullish overall, but it's looking a bit more than a bit more than EJ and UJ, that we've actually got some kind of confirmation to be selling down to it. So we've got a CRT, so we've got obviously something to be aiming for. Not that low there, it's this low here. So I'll be aiming for this low here, and I'll be looking for sales down. So yeah, my movement on GJ, I'll show you what I'll be looking for. This is obviously the external high that I'll be aiming for overall. So GJ, we were looking for this CRT to be completed. Tap into this and then move higher. So I'd either look for sales down now or buys up when we get to that order block. Yeah, GG, I'll be looking at sales. That's basically what we're seeing. Pack it in, mate. Yeah, there's GJ Dean. These boys must love Afghanistan then by their logic. Right now, GJ has broken major external high. We are looking for price to go down to external low. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm seeing. I mean, I'd call it CRT, really. But yeah, we're taking that prior day high, obviously, as our main liquidity point. Taking the Asia high, which just enabled GJ to move down. You'll notice that the manipulation that I was talking about, you'll see it be different on GJ. The reason being is JPY is an actual pair that is obviously used and traded during the Asia session for obvious reasons, right? It's native to that time. So we are going to have an actual movement. So normally where you'll see AMD be sort of Asia session will accumulate, London will manipulate, and then New York session will distribute. We more see it kind of bumped forward one. So the Asia session is going to manipulate and take out the highs because it actually does want to move. Then the London session will have the distribution, and the New York session won't do as much. So yeah, that's why we see manipulation a bit different. Yo, in along on SMP, sent you a screenshot. Sweet, let me have a look. We see what moves people got in. Let me just show you boys in the Discord. Listen, if anyone's here on TikTok Live wanting to get in, we're absolutely killing it. We've had a trade in the mentorship today and a trade in the signals. I'll show you. So boom, we've obviously got we've got this one. If you made money on EUG, you trade in the Richesse ALG strategy, send your profits. We've got Pascal there who made 700 quid trading the strat. We got Bragas there who made 200 quid trading the strat. We got, and then this is the one we had on live, obviously, and in the signals as well. Euro GBP longs cooked on live. Signal members got it too. Send profit if you got in. And you can see this is where I sent it in. See there, not tapped in yet. And then shortly after, tapped in and ran to TP. So, and then you can see here's some people sending profit. So Jim made 2.7 from that. Russ made, this is a GU, 1.2 from that. And El Slapo just about missed out with spreads, which is very annoying. But yeah. Selling from GJ, that 15-minute fair value gap would make sense, right? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. And boys, are we going to see the Daily Trade Open now? Let's actually do a test because I haven't even seen this, boys, right? Let's do the Daily Trade Open test. I not near enough guarantee you. I near enough guarantee you, right, that this is going to be above the Daily Trade Open. We rallied above the Daily Trade Open and then got the sell-off. I'm near enough. I haven't even got to check. I'm going to check, but I know it's the case anyway because it's so powerful. So let's go to 5 a.m. Right now, the 5 a.m. candle's here. So where did 5 a.m. start? It started there. So we're going to draw on our Daily Trade Open. And this is what I mean, boys. This is exactly what I mean. If you're not using the Daily Trade Open, boys, I don't even know for you. But yeah, boys, if you want to get in the mentorship or signals, send me a DM on Instagram. Or just join the Discord and send me a DM on Discord, boys. My name's Louis on the Discord. You should see me. My bad for it was meant to be a chart check. Oh, no, it's calm slab. But that's peak, though, bro. It's so... Chart frozen, lagging. Oh, lag is mad. Yeah, to be fair, boys, we are out of the kill zone now anyway, so we're about 5 minutes. Lag is mad. Alright, let me let it chill for a sec. Blood speedrunning the make people rich for free achievement. Yeah, no cap. No cap, man. Most people can't even make people rich by paying, bro. We're doing it for free. What do you know about that? 100% Jesus. Trust me, bro. Lagging badly, yes. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to be on for 5 more minutes, boys, because we are outside of the kill zone and I'm lagging badly, apparently. There's not really much more entries left to take, so I don't want to sit here and just chat rubbish. We've done all our analysis we really can. And yeah. To be fair, I'm just going to jump off now, to be fair, boys, because I don't think there's much more game to be shared. But I appreciate you tuning in, boys. I mean, it was a good little live trade today. Not much going on the market, it's not going to lie. So there weren't really much for me to sit and analyse. Normally, EU and GU provides a lot more entries, but EU and GU just didn't really give anything past like 7 a.m. 7 a.m. and like quarter past, there was decent entries, but past that 8:30, there wasn't really anything. So we did well to capitalise on that on that EG. And again, boys, Daily Trade Open showing why it is superior to most other concepts in these markets. So if you do want to learn the DTO strat, along with the Asia liquidity strat and all the others, Discord's there, boys. $49 a month and you can get in the Discord. Absolute bargain, boys. That's with all of our videos, all of our strategy videos, all of our live streams. We're live for 2 hours every morning, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. with the members, marking up exactly what we want to see. Right, nice, he's pushing up. Awesome live. Appreciate that, Angel. Appreciate that. Are you in the Discord, by the way, Angel? Because I don't know if I've seen you in there. Well, I don't know if I'm thinking of someone else. Thanks for the live, G. No worries, bro. No worries, Brolio. I am. Sweet. Sweet. I just don't talk much. Fair play. I mean, the only... Yeah, it's the thing with Discord, man. When you get women in there, wow, people just could not control themselves. You would have thought people have been, like, locked in an all-male prison for 20 years the way they act when a woman speaks. It's like they've never seen one before. So probably is better that you stay quiet. Any trades caught, we call EG. Hungry, yeah, trust me. Trust me, hungry for it. Where would you put your SL for GJ? Because there's one at OFEG. I mean, well, it depends where you're getting in, bro. I'd just have it on this higher, that 15 minute, if you're getting in on that 15 minute. I'd have it on there, this high here. W stream, appreciate that, bro. All right, boys, yeah, W stream, man. Make sure if you're in the Discord, send your messages to that profit chat. If you got in profit today, send your messages in. I appreciate you boys tuning in. My name is Louis. You'll see me on the Discord when you DM me, and Mace will be live for New York session. Wicked, that's bro. Come on, bro. Big Joe, big up, Big Joe. But I appreciate each and every one of you boys. Make sure, as I said, get in my Instagram. Discord links in there for the best free community in the UK. I also have signals and mentorship on there. And I can pass challenges, prop firm challenges for you boys. So I'll catch you in the next one, boys. Sweet. Yeah, I really need a new TikTok account because that one is toss. It's fucking toss. Got me a good amount of followers that live though, not gonna lie. Hopefully it can build up this live because we haven't got any warnings or nothing on there. Always W. Come on, boys. Yeah, I appreciate you though, man. Appreciate all you tuning in. Another day done, another day smashed. Oi, who's this? I know this thing. Oh my days, bro. What the hell? Jesus. Some girl went my school, just followed me. She used to be bare quiet and fucking hell, don't look like she's anymore. She's got face tattoos and shit. Fair play, she's actually quite lame though. Oh, that TikTok cold, bro. How has it not even got a K views, bro? That probably does on the chess account. Anyway, boys, appreciate you. If any of you need any help, if any of you got any questions, make sure you DM me on Discord. It's easiest to reach me if you DM me on Discord. Let me show you what my name is on there real quick. This is me here, boys. You'll see me once you message me, once you join. This is me here, Louis. Send me a DM if you've got any questions, you want to join a mentor and you want to join a signal, you want to get a challenge passed, or if you just want to ask any questions about trading in general, boys, send me a message and I'll get back to you ASAP. Appreciate you all tuning in. Thanks for the subscribes, likes, comments and shares. Everyone drop a like on this stream before you go, just so it bumps up the stream, you know what I mean? Don't cost anything, literally just a tap before you close the app and it helps out. So, boom. Anyway, boys, appreciate yous and I'll catch you. Well, I'll be in the New York stream later while Mace is going live and I'll be active in the Discord. If not, then I'll see you tomorrow morning, boys. Have a good rest of your day. Sweet.